Echoes of Canadian protesters honking is now being heard in a growing number of countries like France, where the maple leaf was spotted Wednesday, waved by demonstrators who are against COVID restrictions. All this coming on the same day as the WHO warns the pandemic is not over yet. Motorcycles and cars, and a bicycle too, part of this convoy in southern France. The group demanding an end to COVID restrictions as they gathered in Nice. Some carrying Canadian flags as a nod to the demonstrations in Ottawa and beyond. There are plans to bring this rally to Paris before heading to the European Union's headquarters in Brussels. To New Zealand's capital, where protests inspired by Canadian unrest stretched into another day. Only now with a heavier police presence outside the country's parliament. Some arrests here. Demonstrators say they're planning to camp out until COVID measures are lifted. New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said Tuesday the protesters don't represent the majority. And this march against vaccine mandates held Monday in New York. The red and white once again on display. There are reports of a larger truck convoy in the works in the U.S., similar to what's rolled out in Canada, that could make its way to Washington, D.C. But already a number of states are easing restrictions or are planning to. The head of the CDC saying Wednesday that while it is up to regional levels to decide more local policies, she is urging caution.
Our hospitalizations are still high. Our death rates are still high. So as we work towards that and as we are encouraged by the current trends, we are not there yet.
And while the World Health Organization is out with some good news, reporting that worldwide the number of new COVID-19 cases decreased by 17% last week compared to the week before, while the number of new deaths increased by 7%. And the agency's director says we're not out of the woods.
Depending on where you live, it might feel like the COVID-19 pandemic is almost over, or it might feel like it is at its worst. But wherever you live, COVID isn't finished with us.
And he pointed to the surge we experience with Omicron, saying any feeling of safety that we have right now could change in a moment. But more signs of things loosening up, this time coming Wednesday from British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He signaled he plans to ditch the legal requirement in England for people with the virus to self-isolate. The update set to come in about a week and a half. That's a month earlier than previously expected. Melissa Duggan, City News.